Go ahead and open it up.
Jeremiah, what were you guys thinking in the huddle before OT started?
We were just saying, like, be calm. You know, this is we haven't been there before, but you know we've been in tight games before. We've been in the end. We just want to execute everything we do and get stops.
Coach was saying that he and his staff sort of had to pick some guys up a little bit after that lead slipped away at the end of regulation. What kinds of things did they talk to you about during that huddle before you came back out for OT?
Just be confident. You know, we never lost sight of the fact that we were going to win the game, and I just think that it just, like, you know, calmed everybody down and just settled everybody down and just go out and just play our game, and it allowed us to just you know, make easy plays and make open shots and just get the job done and win overtime.
Coach has talked a couple of times about when you guys were at UTEP, he liked the fact that, well, not that you lost the game, but you lost the game and you were mad. Did that feeling of letting one slip away in El Paso surface at all tonight when that lead was slipping away and then you ended up looking at overtime tonight?
Not at all. We're pretty confident. We were really disappointed at UTEP because we let a good opportunity go away. But you know, it was a good experience. He was right. This was a good experience for us. But you know, we just had the confidence in one another that, you know, we were going to get the job done in overtime. We were not going to, you know, be denied. And you know, we weren't, because we did let the lead slip away. But you know, we had to find it in our heart to, you know, find a way to win the game.
What's the story behind the new you?
Well, we watched 30 for 30 on Miami Hurricanes U back when it was in the 80s, wasn't it? 80s?
Yeah.
And how they just had the swagger and the confidence, you know, when they came on the court and just on the field and played. And we're just taking it to effect for us. And when we go out there and play, we have confidence, swagger, just letting people know, you know, SMU is somebody to deal with. We just ain't this ain't no Bush League. We're like, we're not no, we're here to play, basically.
Coach has talked this year about how he likes the way you find your teammates for shots, but when Rice gets the first bucket in overtime, you step up and hit that first three to take the lead back. Have you always looked for the shots in either closing seconds of games or in overtime like that?
Not really. It just happened that Colin avoided the screen and drove baseline, had a good pass to me going baseline. So it's because he made a play. Colin made a play and got me an open shot, and I just lucky enough to knock it down.
Rob, can you talk about what it was like having you, Papa, Jeremiah, all with 4 fouls there in overtime? Was that on your mind constantly, or you just had to forget about it?
Not really. You just had to just forget about it and play. You know, we had played. I think it was in regulation. We only had 4 fouls, and we played through that time. So during overtime, you know, it's you have to let everything out. You know, you got to play to the max, because if you're holding back, you know, you won't play to your best ability, and the advantage is not going to be in your corner.
That's kind of an odd situation, having so many guys with 4 at one time. But
is it hard to take the big shots in overtime when you've got a guy like Rob shooting like he did tonight?
It makes it easier because it opens up the floor more, because, you know, they're keying on Pop and Rob the whole game, especially Rob, because Rob's a great shooter. So it just happened, you know, when I got in the lane and I got to go off the ball screen, they're hugging on Rob, and then they didn't want to leave Pop because I just threw it up and Pop would have got a layup or a dunk. So I just happened to get a layup at the end right there, so that they help out, you know.
You talked about watching this movie and bringing back swagger and all that, and you seem to have a little of that on the floor. Do you sort of bring that out intentionally, like by design, whether it's talking at opponents or, you know, clapping your hands in front of their faces while you're defending? Is that intentional, or is that just you and your personality?
That's just me. It's just where I grew up at. That's just the way everybody plays. You know, it's real tough. I used to play at a city course downtown, and it was like all with older men, strong men. I was like a little guy out there playing, and no fouls called, nothing called. Get up and just play. So. And at my high school coach stressed toughness, you know, and be mental tougher too. So I guess that's just the way I've learned to play. That's the way I've been playing.
Were you guys able to, I guess there's no scoreboard watching, but did you hear the announcement when UTEP lost and Tulsa lost Were you guys thinking about that at all, where the standings might be after tonight?
Not necessarily. I heard a roar from the crowd, but you know, we didn't really pay much attention to that, because all that doesn't matter if we don't take care of our business on the court. You know, all that's fine and dandy. Things are going in our favor, but you know, if we can't take care of our own business, you know, it just sets us a step back.
Are there some things you and Pop have maybe done to help bring Jeremiah along, or how's Jeremiah matured during the season?
Oh, he's matured, you know, a great deal. You know, I just think that it's, you know, a great testament to him. You know, he's gotten in the gym, he works hard in practice. You know, he listens, and I think that's a good thing when coach gets on him, or you know, when there's room for improvement. You know, he's always answering and responding, and he's always, you know, he's always listening to coach or listening to what the older guys had to say, just giving us small pointers. So you know, he's a freshman, but you know, this late in the season, he's not a freshman anymore. So I think he's come a long way, and he's still improving.
Is there one thing their classmen have taught you?
Just they keep encouraging me and trying to bring me along, let me know, be calm, play like you play. Don't let nobody, take away how you play. Because I was playing with him in the summer and kind of got used to playing with him. And as the season got on, I got used to this offense and how these guys play, where Rob going to be, where Pop going to be. So they just keep encouraging me.
Well, Rob says this late in the season you're not a freshman anymore, but Coach said that toward the end of the game he sort of got on you and told you were playing like a freshman. How did that sit with you, or what was your reaction and your thoughts when he said that?
I knew I wasn't playing as good as I could, because I think I kind of let the fouls get to me, because we come from playing against Tulsa where it's a physical game, and then you get to the Rice game and the ref are calling touch fouls and little soft fouls, and I think I let that get to me. But once he said that, I just was trying to stay positive, go out there, make a stop on defense, get a steal, make a big play somehow defensively, or just get the team in offense, and that's what I did. So.
Like the dive at the end?
Yeah.